Arkia, what are you grateful for today?
Bill, can you come back to me?
Yes. What are you? I've got you leading us off today. What are you grateful for this morning?
Come back to me, Bill. Okay? I'm in the shower. Come back to me.
Okay. So after 700 plus videos and these kind of things, that's the first.
That is the first. Wow.
I don't want to ever hear from anybody they can't listen in the background. Okay, we got somebody in the shower on the call, so I just want to recognize that commitment. Right, great stuff. All right, Michael, what are you grateful for?
I'm grateful for Homeward. I think they're really going to help my clients. I did the training yesterday. I had actually done it online, but just being able to talk to the guy and really go through the process with them helped me greatly, because I think this product is going to be awesome, and not just for the people that I'm helping now, but in the future. I think this could really parlay into a huge tool.
Right. All right, beautiful. I agree with that. Guys, we got a lot of tools that we have access to. It's just a matter of taking the time to get to know them and understanding the who, right? Who's going to be able to make sure I understand the process and the product, and who can I call when I have questions, or my people have questions, or something's going sideways, right? Great job on that. Tracy, what are you grateful for today?
I'm grateful for it being Friday, and I'm grateful.
All right. Lorinda.
I am so happy and grateful that I have you all in my corner to assist me when I
You just went muted.
So that's what I'm happy and grateful for. I'm on my way to Ignite now.
All right.
Okay, beautiful. Charleston. Charleston, what you grateful for, sir?
Grateful for having some showings today. But in the last couple of times I took out people, I weren't able to win the bid. So
what? So today's the day?
So today's the day. I'm grateful for today's the day.
All right, beautiful. Candace.
I'm grateful that I've been told I'm getting an offer on my poor listing that we've worked to get it back on the market, and so I've been told I'm getting an offer today. So say your prayers, everybody. The seller really wants this to happen, and I do too.
Good luck.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, Ryan, what are you grateful for today?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I am grateful for the hair salon.
Okay. Tell us more about that.
Because, well, Bill, you might have a different kind of experience. You can probably go get your hair cut in 5 minutes. But women, it's, you got to like plan this out. And so yesterday afternoon, I had to go to the hair salon, and I happened to start talking to my hairdresser, who I'm actually helping. She might need a place, and that's a whole nother discussion, but this has been going on for months. But I said, I need to survey you about this thing we're going to do. Like, what would you, about the bold thing, like what prizes would make you call in, blah, 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 blah. And then she had someone else in there, and she's like, well, let's ask her too and see what she thinks. And so we start talking, and she's like, oh, good. I'll call in. And then someone else got there, and she's like, let's ask her. And we start talking, and she's like, I'm renting, but I'm thinking I need to buy. And I'm like, oh yeah. So we get in this whole conversation about it. And she wants to buy a condo. She's like, but my lease doesn't run out to July. And I'm like, well, honestly, you need to see what the lease says. What's your penalty? If it's just 1 month's rent, then, think about the cost of waiting 6 more months of rent, plus the costs are going to go up and the interest rates are going to go up. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I talked to you. And I said, well, here's my card, let's talk. And she's like, can I have another card? My neighbor wants to move too.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
I wanted
God
to hand
bless
her
the
a
hair
whole stack
salon.
of cards, but I didn't. Yeah, so I'm grateful for that. I'm like, okay, let's make the most of this hair appointment.
And
That
I'm
is,
just,
go ahead,
I'm
Kim.
just gonna say, women can get business done with aluminum foil in our hair, with
Yes.
oil in our hair, sitting under the dryer. So go, Ryan. That's fantastic.
Yes, I
That's
look
awesome.
atrocious during all these conversations, so unprofessional, but that's okay, but we'll see, but I was like, okay, yeah, let's see if we can make some money at the hair salon.
There you go. And that, add all those people to your database. Make sure you're getting their info as well. Make sure you're,
Yeah.
Hey, you got to
thanking
write
every-
off that hair appointment too.
Yes, no
Totally.
kidding.
Yeah, that can be
Conducting
your
is a
lead
business
generation
meeting.
money. Tomorrow you
new
just go get
strategy.
your hair done somewhere else too.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the spa every day now.
Wouldn't that be something, huh? Great job. Great job. See, guys, it's just talking to people. It's just talking to people. Everyone's got to live somewhere. All right, Markia, what you grateful for?
I'm grateful for getting up and going to the gym this morning, about to head to the market center. And I have 3 buyer consultations today and 1 in person at the market center. So
Wow. On fire.
That is awesome. That's awesome. Tell Mel or ask Mel to put a little sign out that says like welcome, whoever it is, so they feel nice and cool. We got a little sign that she could probably do that for you.
all right, thank you.
All right, who were we missing? Sarita, what are you grateful for this morning?
Good morning, everybody. How you feeling? I hope everybody's great. But I'm definitely grateful for waking up this morning. I'm grateful for a renewed mind, and I'm grateful to be a part of this community of realtors. This is amazing. So I'm happy and grateful for everything that's happening.
Beautiful.
You all be blessed today.
Thank you. Okay, Ebony, did I already do you?
No,
All right.
I'm grateful for coffee. Like, I really am. Like,
I'm grateful for coffee.
I needed it. Like, my alarm, for some reason, went off. It didn't go off. And I woke up at 8:27. But
You're
I have
here.
my coffee and I'm here.
Right, there you go. It's just a level of commitment, right? So thank you for being here. Okay, who did I miss? Neha, what are you grateful for today?
I'm grateful for this nice, bright, sunny day.
All right.
And
All right, beautiful. Thank you everyone for being here.
Teria, too.
Teria, what are you grateful for today?
I'm grateful for my hair. I'm grateful that my car started.
All right. I don't know if you heard, if you go to the hair salon, you can get like 4 buyers and a new listing.
Well, I'm going to change my
you got to
weekend
connect with
plan.
Ryan on that one.
Yeah, I like that. I need that.
And then you can write off your trip to the salon.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, listen, I like all these ideas.
Yep. All right. Who got
What
some
about you, Bill?
comments?
Hey, Bill, what are you grateful for?
Oh, I'm grateful for my wife. She does way more than half of the responsibilities around the house and for the kids, and I'm very grateful for that.
That's nice.
Okay, thanks for asking me. Okay, I saw a few of you post the message on Facebook yesterday about calling in and getting ideas for prizes. So what I'd love to do is let's try to get it out fast and make fast decisions so we can get back into some scripts. But what ideas did we hear? What ideas do we like? Feel free to use the chat box. Let's make some decisions on how we're going to spend this money.
Business owner, Ryan, what were some of the suggestions, or did you just go straight for business?
No, I have some suggestions, and I'm driving into the office, so I can't do the chat. But like here was a couple things that came up. A couple people said, and I don't even know if this exists or if did we decide we can do gift cards or we can't? I mean, I know we can't do cash, but are gift cards like acceptable or is that not?
I think it's acceptable.
Because a couple people said that like a gift card to Avalon. I don't know if they have an Avalon, like, so you can use at any store, but they're like, that would be amazing.
Okay.
And then some others just said like even like someone's like, I would love a gift card for gas, which I think you're going to buy gas anyway. So I don't know how exciting that is, but and then someone else is like, I would love coffee for a year, like even if it was $100 gift card to a coffee shop, something like that. And then the spa thing came up, like a spa day, like that would be a big thing. And then some things about like an Apple Watch. They said an iPad, if it was like an iPad Pro, or maybe like with the whole keyboard thing, like the accessory stuff that ends up costing a fortune, something like that. But that might be more expensive. And someone did say a Peloton, but like, again, I think we've decided that might be too expensive and that would be only one prize. But those were the main things that that came up. Oh, and someone said like a home, something for the home, like I don't know, like a Nest system or a Ring doorbell, like something that, one of those kind of things.
Yep.
Yep. And
That's what I got.
you can get a gift card for Avalon. I just looked it up.
Okay, I meant to look that up, but they thought that was good, which is good if you've got people that are like local here. It wouldn't really be as good if someone further out or out of town one, but anyway.
Okay. Thank you. And there are coffee subscriptions too. I used to have one where like every month they'd send you a bag of beans from like a different country with like a picture of the, field or whatever that the beans came from, and like a write-up on like the climate and all that, which is pretty cool. It's around $20 a month or so, which we could do potentially. Okay, let's hear some other ideas.
Well, I put it in a chat, and what I got was AirPods. You have Beats headphone, gift cards, all-inclusive vacation vouchers. If I know a travel agent, that would be good, which I do, an Airbnb experience.
All-inclusive vacation vouchers. What do you people think we are?
We're
Good
sending
God.
you to the Maldives to
Yeah.
sandals.
We're gonna have to get
I'm
back.
gonna call myself. I'm like, I'm
We're gonna have
going
to
with
get
this.
back in touch with Kern and see how much more she can give us, right? Okay, cool. Who else has some?
Well, I put some in yesterday that I searched the internet for the most popular gifts to give away in 2022. And one of the ones that came up was the Oculus virtual reality system. And then another one was a specific smart TV, a 55-inch TV. Let's see what else. The Sony wireless noise canceling headphones, which are like the Beats headphones. So headphones seem to be a popular one.
Does the virtual reality headset is there value to having the headset if you don't have is there other stuff that you need to make it useful?
Yeah, I don't know about that. I'd have to look at that.
I have one.
Everything you do is downloaded inside the Oculus.
Yeah, it's so much fun. Like, that was well worth the money. And some games they have free games, but then some games you can pay for them, but you don't necessarily need to. But it's fun.
Okay.
Well, I love that commercial where they show that dad and he's got them on and he's swinging and moving all over the living room and the mom's reading and she just keeps looking at the son and they're like, oh my gosh, because he looks so funny. So
I love this fresh flower monthly delivery. I don't know if it's the best match for this process, so to speak, but I think that could be the first thing that popped to my mind was, gosh, wouldn't it be cool if I don't know, let's say the person that gave you the most referrals each month got fresh flowers, right? Or like maybe that could be like a $20, I don't know how much fresh flowers are, 20, 30 bucks or something, like delivered. And that can be like a surprise and delight for somebody who, does something cool to support your business. Okay,
So
cool.
they range in price from $36 to $100 per delivery. So we'd have to probably keep it in order to have it for $500. We'd have to do, what would that look like? Probably $50. And that would take us for 10 months.
Yeah. Okay, let's do a couple
Love
more
that
and then we'll
idea,
do a
though.
little vote. I don't know if that's probably the right one for this. I really like the headset. Like it's kind of things that are like trendy, if you will, like the headset and Apple Watch. I do really like the idea of doing something for the home, right? Whether it's a Nest system or a security camera or something like that. Okay, anything else?
Those are great.
All right, cool. How do we want to make these decisions? Do we want to do some voting? Do we want to do some hand raising? What's the best way to do it, you think?
Let's narrow it down. Let's do like House Hunters International. Let's narrow it down to 3. And so I think we do one for the home, like how much is a ring?
Well, let's
or
do
nest?
how much does these this let's do one, like kind of, did we decide to do like one, let's say $500 or $600 prize and then like $300 or $400 prizes, roughly, something like that?
Yeah.
What's the big one? What should we do for the big one?
Well, the Oculus is 400.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's like Apple Watch or
Apple Watch goes from $399, about 400. So we could give away 2 400 gifts, and then we'd have what would that be? $200 left over. And for a third smaller gift.
With the Apple Watches, if somebody have an Android, I guess we can get the other watch that's equal value, I guess. Because Apple Watch are only used for Apple.
Yeah. My wife has the Android one, which is $400 bucks. It's ridiculous. Okay.
So that's a good point. I don't know if we should do the Apple Watch only because it's, only half the people potentially could use it.
We can advertise
Nest.
both.
What about AirPods instead? Are those still cool?
Yeah, but you have to have an iPhone.
Oh yeah, same thing, I guess, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, what
The
should be the
Nest
home
is-
gift?
Nest is $249.
AirPods work with Android phones.
Okay, that's good to know. What do those cost? $300, right? Or $200?
They cost
Depends on which style.
Like 200.
Okay. I kind of like the idea of a spa day. You guys, what's a spa day cost?
Well, I know.
Depending where you go, like that could be
Yeah,
upwards of
$500.
$500?
Well,
you
that would
can
be
make
like
it
a
whatever price you want it.
a full day, but yeah.
Yeah, it
Like
says
if you do a
the spa
massage,
package, it could start
like
at like
nails and
150
hair.
and go to 450.
Yeah.
But you can do everything like facials, body treatments, hair removal, all kinds
Okay,
of
and
stuff.
Candace, not to put you on the spot, but you said your friend could do a dinner for 2, right?
No, I just put it in, I put it in there, but I'm sure I can find a sponsor for a dinner for 2. I have no problem for that.
All right, so let's say that's going to happen no matter what. We don't need to use the budget for that. So we'll have a fancy dinner for 2.
I don't know how fancy it might be Mexican.
What kind of dinner is that? Is it where it's going to
Oh,
a
I thought you said you
restaurant?
had like a friend that owned like a real fancy restaurant somewhere. Did I create that in my mind?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay, forget about that then. Who feels strongly about any of these things? Strongly for or strongly against?
I like the Oculus only because I want one.
Yeah, I like the Oculus too. Okay.
I like
What
the
about
Oculus in the restaurants and
What about something for the house?
I like the Nest and the Ring doorbell because that's something that anyone can use. Like anybody can use it, whether you're in an
Okay.
apartment or if a house, you can still use that.
What is what does that cost? It's just like the little thing at the front door, and then it syncs to a phone app, right?
Yeah, the Ring is like $179.
Yep. Yep. So 200, say 200 for that, 200 for the Nest.
Oh, we do the Nest as well. Do they work together?
No, no, the Nest has to do with the heating and
It's a
air.
thermostat.
Thank you. I couldn't think of the word.
Okay.
It regulates your bill.
What?
It regulates your bill, like the Nest
Yeah.
thermostat.
My wife handles all that. Like I said, I'm very grateful
Of
for her.
course we do. That's what wives do.
I didn't say that.
I would just say that a lot of people did say some sort of gift card, and I think that that's important just because if you already have a Ring doorbell or, you already have a AirPods or whatever, like that's not gonna incentivize you, but something that's you can spend on whatever you want always will.
Okay, so why don't we say an Avalon gift card, the virtual reality thing. So now we're probably in the $600 or so neighborhood. Do we want to
Can I say
include
something with the Avalon one?
Yeah.
What if people don't, that's a specific area. Like, what if you have someone who wins that is not next to the Avalon?
Yeah, okay.
Like
fair
that
enough.
kind of, like maybe in Amazon, I think it's a great idea if we were only focusing on the north end of, Fulton County.
Okay, so why don't we say an Amazon gift card, the virtual reality headset. So now we're, let's say, 500 to 600. Did we say we want to do the Ring doorbell? And we probably have space for like another $200 worth of stuff.
Maybe the AirPods.
People like that? AirPods? My fault. I mean, I feel like if AirPods have been around for long enough, if you want one, you've probably already bought one.
Yeah, that's true.
Should we do this a spa day thing? Can we do like a $250 spa package?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Okay. So let
Will
me.
men like this? Will men like the spa package too?
Yeah.
All the men on
Sure,
here.
they can give
do you
it to
like the
their
spa?
wife or
Okay.
their girlfriend.
No,
If
go
they don't wanna
yourself.
Get a back massage themselves.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good.
Okay,
I
so we
like
got
that
a
too.
Oculus, a Ring doorbell, a spa day, and a Amazon gift card. And I think I'd like to see if we can get a dinner for two somewhere. So let's see if there's any money left over, or if anyone has any restaurant connections. Is everyone cool with our choices?
I'm fine with those.
Okay, beautiful. So
Okay.
Candace and I will work.
Can you post them in the chat, Bill? So I was spacing for a minute. Oculus Ring.
Oculus, Ring, spa day, Amazon.
And that spa day is 200, and the
Yeah.
200, and the Amazon gift card is 200.
Well, yeah, see how all the other things, when you check to see like what the spa package is, we can make adjustments later if necessary. Okay, cool. Everyone still excited? Okay, so I posted those that have RSVP'd yesterday afternoon. We've got Ebony, Crystal, Lorinda, Ryan, Teria, Ginny, Melissa, Markia, Drew, Michael, Tracy, Jaleesa, and Ashley. So if you did not hear your name and you do plan to participate, go ahead and let us know, please, so we can make sure we have enough food for you and all that kind of stuff. Okay.
I think we're having a taco bar for lunch, by the way.
Fantastic.
And we're working on the breakfast sponsor.
Okay, cool. All right, what I know we've kind of covered a little bit of overview of the program. We've kind of casually talked through scripts and marketing. We've also talked through questions that we want to ask on our intake pages. We've talked about you being in the room on the 23rd. What do we have any kind of leftover questions? Is there anybody that is still on the fence of whether they want to participate, or they've got some fears or challenges or hesitations in any way that we need to discuss?
I don't have any fears or anything like that. I have some logistical questions about like during the day, like how we, get people into the drawing. Like, are we writing their names down, putting them on a piece of paper and putting them in a big bucket, and then we choose at the end, or how do we do that? Do we know? Do we have a plan?
I think you just came up with one.
Okay. There you
Yeah,
go.
so the way I envision it is every person will have the same form, but at the top of the form will be your name.
Okay.
And that way, if you talk to 50, 500 people and you don't remember who you talked to, your name will be at the top of your form where you took the notes. And that way, you know it's your lead. And that form gets folded up and put into a bucket. And then we just draw the form out. And that way we know who the person is and who the person who talked to them is.
Right. And then at the end of the day, we use obviously the person's name at the top of the sheet to resort the piles and hand all the leads back.
And just to
Hey,
be clear,
Candace, finish up.
just to be clear, we will put the form template in the in either the PC chat or the Google Drive, but you all need to put your name at the top and then print out your forms. The other thing, yeah, I think that's the only way we can do it, because if we keep it on a spreadsheet, that's going to be too time consuming to transfer them to papers.
Yeah, totally agree.
Good point,
Thank
Michael.
you for bringing that up.
Okay. Who was it that was tried to say something a second ago? What was your question?
They had they do have like the Wheel of Fortune thing where you can just put all the names, like to make it, I guess, more probable. Where you just press the wheel and then it lands on one, and it, I guess, makes it a little bit more exciting.
Yeah. The only thing with that is there needs to be somebody to input it all in, right? I mean, it could. I don't mind doing that. It's kind of I kind of envision the room as full as possible. Everyone's got an intake stack of sheets that Candace just described, and as soon as somebody calls in, you're writing down all the information, and then you like hold it up, and I can come grab it and type in the information of the Wheel of Fortune. I mean, is that kind of what you're thinking?
Yes.
Okay.
Do we need an actual wheel?
No. It's like a computer. It's like a software program where like
okay.
It shows like how many people or whatever.
Okay.
Okay, so I like that idea. All right, so
that's
great.
fun.
We're working through some of the details. Now, we also have didn't we want to make some rules as to who is eligible, so to speak? So like if somebody calls in, you're going to want them to, let's say, like your Facebook page. So how do we know that they've liked the Facebook page prior to their name being entered in? Or is that are they on the honor system?
Let me see if there's a way to get notified if somebody likes your page.
Okay.
Keep talking. I'm just.
What other thoughts or questions do we have?
I have a question. And I guess it may be more so confusion. Because yesterday when we were talking about it, you all was like, okay, hey, we'll be calling people throughout. I guess we'll be calling people up until the 23rd to inform them about it, for them to be entered. But then you also said that on the day of the reverse bowl, we would be calling people. But I thought the process was for people to call us. So I guess if people are not,
try to clarify that.
Yeah, I said people not calling in, then you said that we can call people. So I was kind of confused by that.
Okay, thanks for all these questions are great questions. Thank you. Okay, so what I have envisioned for this is that between now and the 23rd, you're alerting people to this opportunity and you're requesting that they call in on that day. Okay. And then on the 23rd, you're sitting there in the room staring at your phone, waiting for it to ring, right? And as we said yesterday, you've probably re-recorded your away message in case, or your voicemail message in case you get multiple calls at once. But if you're sitting in the room and the phone isn't ringing, I suggest you continue to make calls, right? Hey, Joe, today's the day. Was hoping to catch you. And Joe says, oh, I forgot, but I'm glad you called me. Okay, that's fine. I don't care. That counts. Put his name in the hat,
Oh,
right?
put them in there if we call them in.
I would say that this work. Yes, that would be my answer. Just briefly, is the point is to have the conversation on that day, right? So if it's incoming, the true kind of a reverse bold 100 idea, or the outgoing, in my opinion, either is fine. It's just a matter of let's not be overly, specific on how the interaction happens. But if you don't have the phone ringing, then I would encourage you to make it ring. Right? Go out and poke people. Go see how many contacts you can have that day, so that these people can be entered in and win, and you can gather the information. That's the whole point. Does that clarify that?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. I do, Candace, let's behind the scenes kind of work on exactly the what that intake sheet looks like, what the requests are, because I do want to put on there like essentially the 3 ask questions and a couple of questions that you might ask them that are related to Ford, just so you can have a get a little bit more information if necessary. And depending on, you could also do things like, okay, well, gosh, the next call is coming in. Can I call you tomorrow at 2 o'clock? Right. So you don't necessarily have to have an hour-long conversation with all these people. You are doing a big thing during that day. But if given the opportunity, you can be prompted with a couple of other things that might help you understand their needs better. Right.
I wonder if, no, never mind. I was just going to say, I wonder if we could pre-populate a form for people who might not be able to call in, but to answer those questions and send them in by email or so.
I think that
gets complicated.
Well, I think that's the idea. That's kind of the follow-up idea, which is, hey, I was hoping to hear from you on Wednesday, but I'm just doing some follow-up from the campaign and just wanted to see if I can catch you today. Oh yeah, I got really busy, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, I have a couple, do you mind if I ask you a couple questions, right? And just ask the questions. So these intake forms, if you will, these are just questions that you should be asking your people anyway. Make sense?
Yep.
Okay. If you posted something on Facebook yesterday asking for ideas, this should go without saying, but I'll say it anyway, which is just thank them for participating, right? We're finalizing the list. Stay tuned, go ahead and like my page so you can, hear all the updates as they happen, right? And understand that is, you just essentially gave a message to your audience and your audience responded, right? That is perfect social media behavior, right? Interaction. So now these are people.
Those are contacts.
Of course, those are contacts, but they also are, they're showing signs of being interested in helping. So I might even call them and say, thank you so much for, for taking a moment to make a suggestion. How are you? What's new? I haven't spoken to you in a while. Right? You don't have to wait till the 23rd to do that.
And remember, if you made your page public, you can just check what they commented on and make sure they're a friend. And if they're not a friend, send a friend request. Yeah, I love that. And you gave me another idea, Ryan, and you gave me another idea that a good question to get engagement. One of my favorite games to play with people is, you won the lottery. What's the first thing you do? That would be a fun question to post in Facebook because people love to play that game. But not for this, just saying down the line.
Yeah, or it could be, what's everyone doing this weekend? Or, hey, I'm thinking about painting my living room. Do you prefer this color or this color? right? I mean, literally could be anything, and you're watching to see who interacts with you, because these are generally the people that interact are generally the highest eyes, and they're the most vocal about whatever they feel strongly about, right? So if they feel strongly about your real estate organization, then they'll tell their audience, right? Now, one thing, I don't know logistically how we would do this. Let me throw this idea out there and maybe you guys can help me process it. But I'd like to create a way where, like, if they were to give you a referral on that day, we'd get an extra entry. Or if they like your Facebook page, they get an extra entry. Something like that. So maybe we could just do, like if I'm running around the room and Michael holds up a sheet of paper, then by looking at the sheet of paper, I should know, hey, they gave him a referral, put this name in twice.
Mhm. So we just create a place on the form for the referral name and contact information.
Yeah, and if it's there, then they get a double entry.
Yeah.
And we should put that on the marketing piece also.
Okay.
Okay, what else are you guys thinking?
Well, what I'm trying to do in addition to this is for the people who, do call in and the ones who haven't purchased a home, let them know that if they attend my first time home buyers seminar, that I'm gonna purchase an additional gift card or whatever it is that I'm gonna do for the first week of March. So if they didn't win the first time, you still have another time to win the second time. And in the same seminar, and I'm hoping I'm not doing too much for the people who already own a home, it's like what to do with this equity. And that can be something short, and sweet, like maybe the last 15 minutes of the seminar, but those are things that I'm still just wrapping my head around.
All right, so we can kind of work through some of that stuff together if you'd like. My thought is that that's probably 2 seminars rather than 1 seminar, right? So if I have some questions about what to do with my home equity, I don't want to sit through a home buyer seminar to find out, and vice versa, right?
No, you're right. Like I was just trying to kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Oh, I know. I'm not telling you you're right or wrong. I'm just commenting, right? However, you could also say, hey, I've got a commitment to educating my database and my clientele this year through virtual seminars. What are some topics you'd be interested in learning more about? Right? And you might get 10 people that want to learn about Airbnbs. Okay, great. You better figure out some stuff about Airbnbs and invite them to a custom seminar, right? So that could be, some information that you gather to add to the database and then to specifically tailor some type of experience for them, right? If you were to buy a second home somewhere, where would it be? Right? And that, by the way, that could be a question on Facebook. Hey, would you prefer your second home to be on the water or in the woods or in the mountains? Oh my gosh, I've always wanted to live in Destin. Oh, really? Tell me more about that. What can I do to help with that project? You see what I'm saying?
I like that. Like that's just giving me so many more ideas and opportunities to touch people. So thank you.
You're welcome. That's the whole point of this. So thank you guys for participating. Okay, I want to do a tiny bit of forecasting for next week real quickly. Next Tuesday and Thursday, I know I want to just say this, although I might have some people that disagree with me on this. From 1 to 4 next Tuesday and next Thursday, there is a class with a woman named Ray Wayne, who is a longtime big KW mega agent. She's out of California. There's a really, really cool story that I heard very, very long time ago about her. She was one of the, from my perspective, she was one of the first people to really plug into teams. Like she's one of the pioneers of teams, basically. And she's teaching how to build a rock star team That's 1 to 4 next Tuesday and Thursday. Now, I know you're probably saying to yourself, I ain't ready for a team, whatever. It's okay. I think this is a class about being a better business person, right? It's about learning the kind of what your competitors are thinking about. And as a business owner, it puts you into some mind frames and some mindsets that you may not be familiar with. And I would encourage you to participate in that. Those are both free. Okay.
I can tell you that I hear Dustin has many businesses. He's not just got a real estate team. He has a property management team. He's got he's got so many businesses related to real estate, and he's got plans for more businesses. So he's expanding his business. So if that's your path, I mean, if you don't know about it, how do you know if it's what you want to do?
Right. And you might listen to that and say, oh my gosh, what am I trying to build this thing on my own for? Why don't I just join a team? Who knows? That'd be okay too, right? It's just a matter of learning about it. And then I'm going to be putting out the schedule here shortly, but we're going to be doing, we're going to have a couple guests next week. Monday, our guest is going to be, Monday and Tuesday, our guest is going to be Kathy Vitale. And Wednesday, our guest is going to be Kern, and they're going to be going over some of the documents that you guys have been asking questions about. So underwriting, settlement statements,
Good faith estimate, lender
good
fee
faith
sheet.
estimates, right? Really understanding, escrows and these kind of things too. So we're going to be working on that Monday through Wednesday in the morning. And then Thursday, I think we're going to do maybe one more kind of huddle around the function, what is it called? Reverse bold 100. And then Friday, did we decide we were not going to do a huddle Friday, Candace?
Friday's a travel day for a lot of people going to Orlando. So let's not add that to, the day of travel.
Okay, cool. So next Friday, we'll not have a huddle. Okay. Let's see. I think
I will be in town if anybody needs anything. So I'm going to be at family reunion next week, but I will be doing it digitally. So I will be in town. Bill's going to be in Orlando. So anything that you need, just reach out.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys. Stay tuned for the little piece of marketing, and I appreciate your suggestions and your discussions today. And I hope you have a wonderful day.
This felt like a business owner mastermind.
Yeah,
I
it
love
did.
the whole thing. So
It
thank
did.
you all. Have a great weekend.
Thank you.